Unit 4, Section 1, Sparta. Lycurgus and Sparta. Questions. What was the purpose of the educational system of Sparta? Who were the Helots and Pericai? What did they do for Sparta? What was the government of Sparta like? Why did the Spartans have two kings? What was life like for Spartans? Who were the enemies of the Spartans? What was training like for Spartans? And what were their weapons and armor like? Lycurgus and Sparta. According to the Spartans, about 700 BC, a semi-legendary figure named Lycurgus established a number of social and political institutions that made Sparta a great power in Greece. He started an educational system that produced men of military strength and loyal soldiers. It all began at birth. If a newly born baby was weak or sickly, it was abandoned and left to die on a mountain slope. At the age of 7, a boy came under the control of the city and remained so until his death. He was to live together with the boys in a camp, and the training process started. The boys learned to read and write and were taught music and poetry. Most importantly, however, they were taught discipline, courage, and virtue. Each boy exercised a lot and competed in violent games and fights. They were forced to steal, but if caught, the boys were punished for being careless and unskillful. Their training continued into manhood. The girls were also brought up in a strict manner. They had to exercise their bodies to make them grow strong in order to be able to deal easily with childbirth. Sparta did not adopt a coinage system like other Greek cities because wealth was not desirable and was regarded without envy and prestige. So in Sparta, one of the few societies to ever actually think that money was a bad thing. What mattered was that you were disciplined and a good soldier, not that you were rich. Trade was forbidden, both within and outside the city. Every city had an equal share of land to live on. They were also forbidden to travel, except on army expeditions during times of war, in the order that they might not be exposed to foreign behaviors and ideas. The Spartans were very patriotic Greeks and fought for their state until their death. They had adopted a system of living where there was little individual freedom and where order and discipline ruled. Lycurgus also set up a type of government at Sparta that was a form of oligarchy. A few wealthy aristocrats held the power, but the city's constitution retained its kings of the previous age. No individual was able to become too powerful. The government consisted of two kings, who were generals in the army. The executive power lay in the hands of 5 magistrates called ephors. The ephors were the judges of the city and dealt with internal and foreign affairs. They obtained advice from the Council of Elders, which consisted of 28 ex-magistrates. A second council of Spartan people, the Spartiates, called the Assembly, also existed. The council had the right to reject or approve any proposals put before them. Sparta controlled about 2/5 of the Peloponnese. During the 8th century BC, Sparta conquered Laconia and Messenia and their inhabitants. In the Spartan social structure, these inhabitants were divided into 2 groups: the Helots, who were slaves who worked the land to supply food for the Spartiates, and the Pericai, who were freedmen but socially inferior. Both groups would also have joined the Spartan armies in times of war. Your city-state needs you. Join the Spartan army. The ancient Greek mainland and islands are ruled by hundreds of different city-states, all struggling for supremacy. Obviously, Sparta is the best, and you're privileged to be able to defend it. Why join up? Because you have to. Our system of rule by aristocrats and kings leaves no room for confusion or wimps. Unlike Athens, a city packed with useless culture and wishy-washy liberal ideas like democracy, we know what's important. We have strong leadership and stunning tradition of military excellence. All male citizens of Sparta must serve. A life of excitement lies ahead. Living with the band of tough hoplites, foot soldiers, you'll eat, sleep, train, and fight. State slaves will farm your land while you're away, so if you survive, you'll have a comfortable retirement. You'll travel to many of the Greek city-states. Most tours of duty will see you heading towards Athens, but you could be engaged around the Mediterranean coast of North Africa or even battle against the Persians. Know your enemies. Spartan enemy number 1, Athens, our sworn enemy. They have a strange system of government called democracy, where the laws are decided by a popular vote. Troublesome tyrants. Many city-states are run by tyrants, or strong leaders. Sparta is proud to run a tyrant eradication program. Pesky Persians. The Persians have been attacking Greek territories for years. Working with Athens for once, we defeated them in 480 BCE, but you can bet they'll be back for more. We'll make a man out of you. Our training regime is the most rigorous in the world. It's harsh, but you'll become one of the elite. Be prepared to. Leave home at age 7 and train until you're 20. Manage without sleep for days. Be beaten. Have little food and no home comfort. Strictly no home visits. We don't want weaklings. Fighting form. Spartan hoplites fight in a phalanx, a block of soldiers marching together. This formation lets each soldier engage in hand-to-hand fighting with the enemy, while protected by the shield of the man on his right. What weapons will I get to use? A short spear and a sword. Is there a stylish uniform? You'll have 70 pounds of bronze armor to protect your head, body, and lower legs. A distinctive red cloak and long hair will show you're a Spartan. What do I wear when I'm not fighting? A thin tunic and no shoes. So no dreary washing or boot polishing. When we're not at war, you'll have a chance to compete in the Olympic Games, one of our 4 Panhellenic Games contest with competitors from all over Greece, a tradition that's been going since 776 BCE. It's great for training for war and fun, too.